Hey Cosmic Babes, it's your girl Malu bringing you the newest video for this week. We will be doing a Connect with Your Authentic Self tarot reading. I've got 4 different oracle cards we're going to be pulling from, and for the signifier cards we're going to be using the Wild Unknown Archetypes book, deck, and I will be using these as signifiers. I'll pull 3 because we'll have 3 piles for this reading. And I have crystals too to help you pick if seeing the cards aren't enough. I'm going to select the card for the piles. We'll have 3 piles, and this will be for pile number 1, the healer. The healer. I wonder if that shows. It was like this, sorry. The healer. Card 25, pile number 1. And let's give it another shuffle. Just because these are a little harder to shuffle and get flyouts, I'm going to break it up. I know this is a bizarre way to break up. We're going to get the creator. Card 22. Can you see it? Perfect. Card 22. And let's get the 3rd card for pile number 3. We've got the animal. Card 19. If you need crystals to help you select the pile for you, or the card that takes you to your pile, let me put crystal per card. Excuse me, I cannot speak today. All right, Cosmic Babes. So we got for pile number 1, I believe this is a raw citrine crystal. I believe it's the raw citrine crystal. If you know, please feel free to share what it actually is in the comments below. But I will fact check it and I'll place it right here if it is or it isn't. But I believe it's a raw citrine crystal for pile number 1 with the healer card. It's beautiful. We have the cluster, the amethyst cluster for pile number 2. So beautiful. I like how they left the little piece of the geode on the bottom. I love this one. Oh, well, I love all of them, obviously. And we have the creator card. And for pile number 3, we have a raw form of the aquamarine crystal. I like this one because it looks like an owl. Owl for lover. The aquamarine raw form crystal. And we've got the animal archetype card. That's your signifier. So before you pick the card of your liking, we're going to do clear the air and we're going to do a breathing exercise, okay? 1 second. was neat. Okay, before we start, Cosmic Babes, let's take 3 deep breaths to help center us and so you can get aligned with the energy of this reading so I can give you the best possible reading for connecting with your authentic self. Okay, Cosmic Babes, let's take our first inhale. Hold. Exhale. Wonderful. Let's go one more time. Hold. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Perfecto. Okay, that is perfect. Okay, so I'll see you guys at your piles. Remember to check the description box below so you can see the timestamps that'll take you to your piles. Remember, it's okay to be drawn to more than one pile or to all of the piles or none of the piles. It's okay. It simply means that you have more than one message, or this is not the video for you if you're not drawn to any of them. No offense at all. Okay, so remember, use your discernment, and if something doesn't sound right, it's not meant for you, it's for someone else who's watching. Okay, so I'll see you guys at your pile. Bye. Hey, pile number 1, if you selected the raw citrine crystal, and I'm gonna put it right there, sorry, like that. You selected the raw citrine crystal and the healer card, then this is your reading. I'll read from the guidebook, the message from the guidebook at the end. But for now, we're gonna do a live shuffle of the cards that we need for your reading of how to connect with your authentic self. Let's get into it, shall we? Spirit, how can pile number 1 better understand their authentic self? Spirit. Okay, we have 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Can you guys see that? Right there, perfect. We have the 4 of Swords. Let's see. What part of their identity is pile number 1 shedding and shifting right now, Spirit? Perfect. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Perfect. Ooh, better get in line. There we go. Okay. And what is a practice that could help pile number 1 feel connected to their truest sense of self? We've got the Hanged Man. 12, the Major Arcana card, the Hanged Man. Okay, and a piece of advice from pile number 1's spirit guides. A piece of advice. Perfect. The 4 of Pentacles. Excellent. Let me see if you guys can see pile number 1. All right. For the first card of how you, pile number 1, can better understand your authentic self is in moments of rest, relaxation, in those moments of when you can recharge. Okay. We have the 4 of Swords here, and normally it's talking about a downtime, a down period in your life, especially mentally. Remember that the swords in the tarot represent the air and the mental part, the mental aspect of ourselves. And with this 4 of Swords here, in the traditional Rider-Waite or Smith-Coleman tarot deck, is a man or a knight resting, right? And here we have it looking like a view from up above of this man just resting or laying there with his 4 swords. Right here is 3. ¿Dónde está el cuarto? Oh, right here. But that girl, that. Anyway, so pile number 1, what I'm getting in the moments of rest and relaxation, where there's no rush, there's no hurry, when you get to be still, in those moments of stillness is when you get to connect with your higher self. Not your higher self, excuse me, with your authentic self. Those moments of stillness, of peace, those moments in the present, when you're focused on the now and there's not many distractions, but it's a moment where you get to be free in that sense. Like, how do I explain it? It's not a moment where you have to be doing stuff, where you're rushing, where you're racing. Like, let's say it's your day off, right? And you have no plans that day but just to be wherever the wind blows. And in those moments, you get a peek through the veil of your authentic self, the things that you normally generally gravitate to, whether you're conscious of it or unconscious of it. But that's where you can better understand your authentic self, because you don't have things influencing you in those moments, right? So with this card here, of what part of your identity you guys are shedding and shifting from right now, is the Queen of Swords. That kind of cold, detached, assertive side of you. And it's not that it's a bad thing. Some of us do need this. As a recovering people pleaser, this is an aspect that I strive for, or an archetype that I strive for, or a quality that I strive for. You know, I say that one of my sisters, she reminds me of the Queen of Swords, like, and that's something that I admire a lot about her, because that is something that I need. An ability to speak my mind and my heart, to set those boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So that's a quality that I admire in people. But from you, what you guys are shedding, pile number 1, it's that identity that you always have to tell it like it is. Like, you always gotta check people and read people. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's something you're shifting from. Now with this, exactly with this pile 4, now I'm getting it. You guys are now like choosing your peace, and you're noticing what are your battles and what are not your battles. Like, this is not even worth my time, my energy, my effort. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get into that. I don't have to tell them what's on my mind. I don't have to explain myself. So that's something you're shifting from, whereas before you would give your opinions and your thoughts so freely and openly and directly. Now you're like, it's not even worth it. This person is not even anyone in particular to be asking those questions, so I don't even have to waste my breath. And it's not even in a rude or disrespectful way. It's just in all honesty. Like, if someone comes up to you and asks, well, why weren't you here the other day? Girl, because I wasn't. Point blank, period. I don't need to tell you everything. Like, whereas some people honestly just tell them, oh, well, it's because this happened yesterday, and then I got into an accident, and you know, they over explain to random people what the story of their life, when they don't have to do that. It's just a simple, because I wasn't, you know. But in your case, what I'm sensing is that you are now being more deliberate with your communication, right? In the way in which you communicate with people. And it's not so in a rough way, in a cold way, but now you're being more mindful, right, of that aspect of yourself. And over here with the 3rd card is, what is a practice that could, pile number 1, feel connected to your truest sense of self? Again, confirming over here the 1st card of the 4 of Swords, the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana card here, and it's talking about moments of surrender, of stillness, of sacrifice, right? And it's in those moments of stillness that you can practice connecting to your higher self. You guys see that? You see the connection? This is reaffirming here what I had said from the 1st card. So allow yourself those moments, and don't see them as, why does this always happen to me, or why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, why is this happening for me? What is this lesson I'm going to learn through this moment of stillness? What is a constant thing that I'm doing to myself that I constantly feel like I need to recharge or I need to escape to relax? You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself those moments, those things in those moments. Ask yourself those deep questions, in those deep moments of solitude. And that's what I'm getting. You guys need those moments of solitude. And with this healer card, for sure you need those moments of solitude. That's the archetype of your authentic self. You need to have those moments of solitude to rest and recharge. Pile number 1. Because you may be an empath. Allow yourself those moments of stillness, of rest and relaxation, of solitude to allow yourself to decompress and recharge. Okay? And let's move on to the 4th card here. A piece of advice from pile number 1, spirit guides. With the 4 of Pentacles here, normally talks about like hoarding and like kind of a greed thing, but I'm getting not in a malicious or a negative way, but your spirit guides are telling you, homegirl, you need to hoard and set your boundaries and be selfish in a sense, or be picky with your solitude. When it comes to those days that you need to set time for yourself, be very greedy with that. Be very greedy. Be very selfish in the sense that like, hey, no. Today is my day. I already set time for myself, and today I'm gonna do me. I'm sorry to hear that you're having some issues, or you need someone to vent, or you wanted to hang out, but my plans were already set and I'm gonna do them. I said what I said. Tomorrow maybe come back at me, maybe I can help you, or tomorrow maybe we can talk, or tomorrow we can hang out, but today is my day. I'm getting that meme, I'm gonna put it right here from Parks and Rec. Treat yourself, for reals, treat yourself. That's what your spirit guides are saying. Treat yourself. Be more greedy with your time and with those moments of stillness, because you guys need it. And in those moments, pile number 1, you guys are gonna see your authentic self. You're gonna connect with your authentic self. At the back of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a struggle because you guys are used to setting the boundaries and being more assertive in the sense when it comes to you, right? When it comes to setting your boundaries for like, I need to take care of me. I need to rest and relax. I always got you guys, but who's got me? Let me get my own back, okay? So yeah, that's confirmation right there. 10 of Wands at the back of the deck. So let's see now. On to the next. I'm gonna move these so we have space for the other cards. It's a lesson. This connection with your authentic self is gonna provide you. What is a lesson on the connection with how number 1's authentic self will give them spirit? What is a lesson that those who selected how number 1 will get? Yeah. Befriend your authentic self. Don't be afraid to step into your authentic self, you know, especially in this society when they tell you and they give you their ideals of what's normal, right? When all of us individually are unique, we have attributes and qualities that make us special in a sense, right? We're all special and yet we're not. And that varies in that very way, that very I want to say it's a conundrum, but friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So I'm getting this with yourself. Befriend your authentic self. Don't be afraid to have those moments in which you can connect with your authentic self, right? And get to know them. At the back of the deck, we have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to do. Yes, and especially when it comes to being more greedy or selfish with your me time. Do it and be consistent with it. You need that you time, pile number 1. You need to set aside time for yourself, to take care of yourself, to get to know yourself. We are going to see hear from the dreamscapes Oracle, Dreamscape Oracle. What is a sign your authentic self can give you in your dreams? Let's see, a message or a sign from your authentic self. We've got Happy Eagle. At the back of the deck, we have the Serpent. But I'm going to read to you from the guidebook what the Happy Eagle card, I'm going to put this one actually right here. Let's see what the Happy Eagle card's message is. One second. Here's the message of the Happy Eagle. Oh, did I say happy? It's a harpy eagle. I'm so sorry. My dyslexia is coming through. The harpy eagle in the Dreamscape Oracle is a female from the American variety. Harpy eagles are a sign that you need to change something in your life. Okay, confirmation. Confirmation, what we just said. Y'all need to do, stop putting yourself in the back burner and put yourselves, make yourself your priority, okay? They represent your strength and none of your weaknesses. The harpy eagle comes to you via visions in your sleep time and your waking days. When it appears, heed the message and take a good look at what is out of balance in your life. Take stock of your life. Are you where you want to be emotionally, physically, and financially? Now is the time to envision where you want to be and who you want in your life. Harness harpy eagle power when times are tough and you need some extra help to guide you to the other side. It's a time to reassess your life and adjust accordingly. Listen to the messages Spirit is sending you. Pile number 1. Oh my goodness. Confirmation of everything. I love the synchronicities. Okay, vamos a ver. I am going to now pull a card from the Intuition Oracle to see. Let's get a message from your intuition. Pile number 1. Let's see what your intuition has to say about this connection with your authentic self. What is the message from pile number 1 intuition? Perfect. Thank you. Okay. We have this card here. I hope you guys can see it. There we go. Right here. And it says, the reputable. Affirmation, I live my life as if my guardian angels are watching over me. Yes, absolutely. Let's read the message from the guidebook. It is very important for you to establish a reputation for being someone others can rely on. You must do everything you can to make sure that what is said about you by those who matter to you is favorable in your reputation. The best way to ensure your reputation is to make sure your actions are in keeping with your highest ideals. You cannot do more than that. Act as if you are being watched by your guardian angels. You must avoid doing anything you would not want them to see. Reputation can also refer to status, social graces, manners of dress, and financial resources. You must examine how much power, status, wealth, and reputation figures into your question. If you are having trouble with a person because of either of your reputations, use your intuition to help make very clear to you what is true and what is false. You can count on the fact that what you have done, good and bad, is going to come back to you in regard to the question you have asked. Let's put this one right here, sure. Absolutely, pile number 1. With this card, for sure I'm getting you guys have always been very mindful and very helpful and accommodating for other people. And one second, the ash was going really wild. It's okay to set those boundaries, right? Respectfully and kindly say, you know what, I'm always there for you, just this today I need to be here for myself. But your reputation exceeds you guys. People know to come to you and they can always have a shoulder to lean on, right? And for you, given that the healer card, the archetype for your authentic self is popping up here, pile number 1, don't worry that if you're gonna set these boundaries and be more greedy because of that card, or not even greedy, I don't want to associate the negativity with it, but that's what I'm getting, right? You have to be more more assertive with this Queen of Swords. Be more assertive that, hey, I need my me time. I need this moments of solitude to rest and recover from being everything for everyone. I need to do this for me. Don't worry about how it's going to affect your reputation. Those who love you will get it. Those who don't, who were just using you, will not get it, and see that form of rejection as your protection. As Shanetta from Shanetta Tarot always says, I absolutely love her. Beautiful blue jay outside to confirm. Hola, Bella. Hola, mami. Just over here looking. Mwah. Hola, chula. Okay, so beautiful bird to confirm. That's my spirit guide right here. Or maybe it's your spirit guides or your spirit animals. Y'all mess with spirit animals is that. And you know there's a harpy eagle right here, a bird. So double confirmation for you, pile number 1. Don't be afraid of how you setting your boundaries and creating this space and this time, carving it out of your schedule for you, how that's going to affect your reputation. It's not going to affect you negatively. If anything, it's going to create a newfound respect and authority in your life, because you're taking action and saying, you know what, no, I need to do this for me, and people are not going to be as abusive with your time and your energy anymore, right? Pile number 1. Okay, and before we go, before I read off the guidebook, I'm going to see, since there was a new moon in Pisces this past Sunday, I believe, yes, on the 19th of this month, I'm going to see what manifestations are coming for you, pile number 1, from this new moon in Pisces. Okay, so practicing more gratitude, last quarter moon in Sagittarius. That is the manifestations for you. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I hit my tripod here. My setup is still a little wonky. And embrace the flow of life. Exactly. And earlier I had mentioned of you allowing yourself those moments of being in the now, so that you can embrace the flow of life, being in that flow state. And you know what, for sure, allowing yourself to connect in that flow state will help you, pile number 1, to connect with your authentic self. Maybe whether that be just meditating, or like doing some water scrying, I believe it's called. I honestly don't know much about that to tell you how to do it or to do it. But me personally, when I get my intuitional downloads, sometimes it's with air, with the air element, or with the water element. More often than not, it's with the water element for me. Sometimes it's also with the fire element, but for me, the most precise times is when I'm washing dishes or when I'm taking a shower. Anything with the water element touching my hands, or hearing it or feeling it, it just helps me connect to my flow state, so I can connect with the divine and my intuition, right? So maybe for you guys, that is something that could help. Maybe you guys are an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Or you guys could also be, just because there's one card though of the Pentacles here, you guys may be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, maybe. The Hangman, I forgot what card it was associated with. I'll have to put it right here, what zodiac sign. But if anything, I'm getting air sign, possibly. Anyways, let's read from the guidebook. 25. This card. Okay, pile number 1 says the healer, the light worker, the gifted, the old soul. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return, and to reclaim that central and internal life force from which we so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avida means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways from within angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is a multi-layered and circuitous. Oh my god, I cannot pronounce that word for the life of me. A circuitous process, I believe, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. When in the light aspect, self-contained, grateful, awake. Grateful, right here, confirming this. When in the dark aspect, tired, needy, forgetting its own practice, So, yeah, that is the message from this card here. A little side message here, it says the wounded healer is not someone who was wounded and is now healed. It is someone who continues to courageously break open the self and ego as a means for deeper integration. Beautiful. So yeah, pile number 1, this is all I'm getting for you guys. Just remember, please, pile number 1, to set those boundaries in order for you to have those moments of stillness, to recharge, recalibrate, decompress, and to get the moment or the chance for you to connect with your authentic self, right? So you can create that friendship, befriend yourself, and continue to do so. You have persevered, as we saw here in the read from the guidebook of the healer. You guys have endured a lot, and it's not for no reason. You guys are strong, but remember please to set those boundaries and to take care of yourself. Please, pile number 1. Yeah, the most important relationship you'll ever have in this life is the one between you, yourself, and you would say me, myself, and I, right? So you, yourself, and you. Please fortify that relationship between you by setting the time aside to get to know yourself and have those moments of stillness. And don't forget that your guides and your spirit guides, your angels, the archangels, they're there for you whenever you need. Just call them and ask them for help. Be specific when you need their help. Don't just say, help me. They're like, okay, how? Ask for help with specific detail, right? Anyways, pile number 1. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and catch me on the next video next week. Okay, bye guys. Hi, pile number 2. If you selected this amethyst cluster and this the creator signifier card for the archetype of your authentic self, then this is your reading. Let's get right into it. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. It's so good to see you again, or to hear from you again. Let's get into your reading. So how can pile number 2 better understand their authentic self, spirit? Ooh, I almost bent this beautiful card. How can pile number 2 better understand their authentic self, spirit? Thank you. We've got the 6 of Swords. Okay. One second. For the second card, what part of their identity is pile number 2 shedding and shifting right now, spirit? What part of their identity is pile number 2 shedding and shifting? We've got the 10 of Wands in reverse. Let's continue. What is a practice that could help pile number 2 feel connected to their truest sense of self, spirit? What is a practice that could help pile number 2 feel connected to their truest sense of self? It's a practice that could help pile number 2 feel connected to their truest sense of self. We've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. a piece of advice from pile number 2's spirit guides. There's a piece of advice from pile number 2's spirit guides. Okay, we got 2 cards. 3 of Wands and 4 of Wands, but I'm going to put them back because I want 1 card. It's a 4-card spread. A piece of advice from pile number 2's spirit guides. 1 card, please, spread. Piece of advice from pile number 2's. Thank you. The Chariot. Okay. All right. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. How can you better understand yourself? Y'all need to go. Not literally, like, don't leave this video. Finish the reading, then I practice discernment. But the 6 of Swords talks about leaving. Look at him in the boat there with his 6 swords and leaving. Goodness knows where he's leaving, but he's leaving somewhere better. So I hope. But y'all need to go. Let go. Stop with the negativity. Stop with those beliefs that you have in your mind. You guys have the creator archetype card here, and with the Queen of Swords in reverse and the 10 of Wands here in the reverse and the Chariot popping up here. As a whole, I'm just reading it. Y'all need to take action and move forward. Okay? How you're going to connect with your authentic self and better understand it is through, I want to say through letting go, right? Through moving on and moving forward with your life. I guess the action, the motion, that's what I'm sensing. Yeah. 1 second. Creating change for yourselves. It's definitely what I'm getting here. 1 second. I just have to confirm, but you guys need to go into spaces and to places that pile number 2, go to places that encourage and promote and motivate change, that motivate growth. Go to those spaces that inspire you to be your authentic self, right? Places that on the normal, like let's just say, okay, let's say that you are in the most simplest, that won't rock the boat, right? As an example, let's say that you're a very woo-woo person, right? But your family is not at all. They're like, we don't believe in none of that. That stuff that you're talking about is the devil, and you're a devil worshiper, like, because they're very religious, right? They believe the most normal and standard religion according to them and their belief system and society. Let's say they're either Catholic or Christian, right? And you tell them, no, I'm more spiritual. I believe in a higher being out there and higher forces. I believe in spirits, and I believe in all these magical beings, these earth beings, and all these things, right? All these woo-woo things that they consider that is in their eyes, in their minds, in their hearts, is devil worshiping and all that. What I'm sensing here, in order for you to get connected with your authentic self, go in environments that are similar to you and to your authentic self. So go to places and spaces that you know are more woo-woo. For example, you look online for like that one app called Meetup. You look up for meetups of like more spiritual people that do, like, let's say they do meditation circles or drum circles, or they do, like, there's like a tarot like a convention, like a small business conventions where they have tarot readers and they have crystal sellers and they have people who are selling their art or examples. That's just a fly example, but that's what I'm getting. You need to go to a place where will motivate you to change and align to your authentic self. Pile number 2. Wherever you're at this moment is keeping you from connecting to your authentic self. So with this card here, 6 of Swords, y'all need to go. Go. With the Chariot here too, go. Take action. Don't wait anymore. Like, I feel like you guys know this too. Confirm this in the comments, please. Please confirm it. And obviously, for the good of all and harm to none, practice your discernment. You know what I'm saying? But this is just confirmation of what you should already be aware of, and you already have a hunch about. Let's move on to the second one here. What part of your identity, what part of the identity of pile number 2 is shedding and shifting right now? The part of struggle. Like, you guys are no longer putting yourselves in situations that feel burdensome, that you know you're going in a sense with the flow. Pile number 2. You guys know, like, oh, you know what, that's not even for me. I'm not even gonna try that. Like, I already know I don't like that. No, thank you. I'm good. I already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys already know the outcome of certain situations, so you're not even gonna put yourself there. You're not even gonna allow yourself to prove yourself right. Like, you know, like, how do I say it? You guys already know. For example, let's say you're in the example, I'm piggybacking off of the example of you being woo-woo, right? And your family's like, no, well, maybe if you come to church, we have a new pastor, like, he's gonna convince you, like, he's more modern, he's younger, he's your age, he's gonna inspire you. And you're like, no thanks, no, I already know. I know what I like, I know what I believe, I know who I am. I'm not going to that. If you want to go, enjoy yourself, have a wonderful time. But me, I already got an idea of what I want to do and want to experience, so I'm going over there, right? And that's what I'm sensing here. There's no longer the need to struggle or to fight or it doesn't feel forced in that sense. Pile number 2, that's what I'm getting. It doesn't not feel forced whatsoever. Moving on to the third card. What is a practice that could help pile number 2 feel connected to their truest sense of self? Here, with the Queen of Swords in reverse, I'm sensing that some of you guys may have in the past, some of the ash from my incense is falling. I'm sensing in the past you guys have been, and let me know if you guys were drawn to pile number 1, because this one came out in pile number 1, but it was for the second card. The third card here of what is a practice that could help pile number 2 feel connected to their truest sense of self is allowing yourself the distance, creating a distance between those old habits or ways that no longer allow you to grow or prompt you or inspire you or motivate you, you know, for the good of all and harm to none. Create that distance there. You don't need to be immature about it. You don't need to be cruel. You don't need to be like mean about it, but just be assertive and set your boundaries that, you know, I'm not really liking that. It's good for you, but I'm doing me now. I'm moving on over here. This is a new, like, I've grown, I've changed, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm getting here. Like, y'all need to bring that change in your life. Put yourself in those situations that foster growth, that inspire growth, that cultivates that. Okay, so with this fourth card here, a piece of advice from your spirit guides on pile number 2 is take action. Don't be afraid to move forward. Don't be afraid to take this risk, especially if it's something that's completely new. Always practice discernment and make sure that you're safe and that it's not going to hurt you or others. Please, pile number 2. But in the sense, like, let's say another example, you want to be a painter, going off of that archetype card here, but you've never really painted, but you're always drawn to art. You see people painting, you watch YouTube videos, ASMR videos of people painting, or just like you see art restoration and you just really like painting, but you've never actually picked up a brush and had to paint and put it to canvas, right? So with this Chariot card here, I'm getting your spirit guides saying, okay, go to an art class. Like, look up your community parks and recreation in your city. Look up the there's like a book. It's either online or you get it by mail, but open your parks and rec for your city or your community and see if they offer classes for adults of painting, right? Or look up on the internet some if you're over 21, the sip and paint classes. Like, put yourself in those environments or experiences or those situations so that you can experience something new that will cater to this authentic self of you, right? That will bring this change in order for you to get to know and connect to your authentic self. Pile number 2. Let's see the back of the deck, what we got here. 7 of Wands. Yeah, don't be in those situations in which you feel like you have to fend for yourself anymore. Y'all need to leave those situations that you feel like you're defending and fighting for your life, like, and for your tastes and who you are. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. Like, you guys already know that. It shouldn't be this hard and it shouldn't be this heavy. Like, you don't have to do that anymore. No más. Ya dejan eso. Eso es una cosa del pasado. That's a thing of the past. Y'all don't need to do that anymore. You guys are now embracing yourselves, your authentic selves, and you guys are moving forward. Confirmation. Definite confirmation. Okay. I'm going to move these up. Pile number 2, because I'm going to pull out some oracle cards. Let's see what the lessons are from this connection with your authentic self. Let's see what the lessons will be of connecting with your authentic self. That's a better way to word it or say it. There will be the lessons from the connection between pile number 2's authentic self. What lessons will pile number 2 learn from connecting with your authentic self spirit? Okay. We have surrender and success. I'm going to keep these 2 because they're oracle cards. And humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah, for sure. For sure, pile number 2. Like, you know, there's no need to dwell on the past. There's no need to struggle. There's no need that it shouldn't be hard. It should be effortless. Like, you know what I mean? The authenticity will feel effortless. It won't feel forced. That's what I'm trying to say. So surrender. I can release my need to control. And success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Exactly. You will know you are connected to your authentic self, pile number 2, when you're in a flow state. You will be very successful when you surrender and allow yourself to connect to your higher self, your authentic self, pile number 2. Sorry if I said pile number 1 too. But y'all need to put yourselves in environments that allows you to get into that flow state. Pile number 2. Let's get a dreamscape card. So let's see what's a sign that you can get from your authentic self in your dreams, or a message from your authentic self in your dreams. Let's see here. What is a sign that pile number 2's authentic self will give them in their dreams? The Raven. Ooh, I love ravens. I really want a raven as a pet. And I supposedly, in feature TikTok, dicen que es illegal. They say it's illegal to have a raven as a pet, and that makes me want it even more. Like, at the back of the deck, we have the light. Oh, sorry, I have to put the little sensor on there, the light. I have to put that on the... Let me read from the guidebook real quick. Okay, so here's the message from the guidebook for the Raven card. Humans underestimate ravens. They are cunning and intelligent creatures who use tools to get what they want. It's no wonder most mythology refers to them as psychopomps. A psychopomp is a guide who leads the deceased to their resting place. Ravens have been heralds of the dying for as long as civilizations can recall. If Raven has come to you today, it is time to get crafty. Use your intelligence to make a vital shift happen. Honor those who live in memory. Set up an altar and pay respect to the dead. Here's the last message. It's time to get crafty with the situation. Honor your ancestors. But seriously, you guys need to be innovative in the way in which you bring the change in your life, in the way in which you're going to connect with your authentic self. Pile number 2. Be innovative. Get crafty. Like, I mean, you have the creator. Allow yourself to be creative in this way in which you connect with your authentic self. Let's see a message from your intuition. what your intuition wants to tell you in regards to this connection with your higher self. Message from pile number 2 is intuition in regards to the connection with your authentic self. Message from pile 2 is intuition. We got number 26, the desirable. Affirmation: I accept my desires as a pure expression of my essential self. Here's the card in the front, how it looks. Beautiful. I'm going to read from the book in one moment. At the back of the deck, we have the fighters. Affirmation: I fight my resistance to accepting the dualities in my life. And that really confirms that it shouldn't feel like you're fighting and defending yourself. It shouldn't feel like that for you, pile number 2. It needs to flow in order for you to connect with your authentic self. Let's read from the guidebook. The heart of the matter. All actions begin with a desire for a particular thing to happen. Some quiet time in your sacred space can help you see the difference between what you desire and what others want you to desire. Our desires can be both in our best interest and unreasonable. Many people sabotage their best interests because they find some of their desires strange, worrisome, or frightening. Most of our desires are truly ours, but some are the result of having succumbed to the bombardment of the cultural conditioning we all experience. This same cultural conditioning is why we have trouble accepting our desires in ourselves in the first place. Work towards what you really want because you are going to get it. When you get what you desire, your life is going to change in many ways, including ways that you cannot foresee. If you are working towards what you truly desire, if you are working towards what you truly desire, then what comes with the territory you discover will not be anything you cannot handle. Pile number 2, I'm done. I'm finished. The synchronicities, I love it. You guys, it's exactly confirming what I've been saying. Go after your heart's desire. Go after this connection with your authentic self. Allow yourself to be in those environments in which it brings connection to your authentic self, because doing so, you will be successful. You will be successful. And I feel like you guys are very talented, but you guys just either one, like it said, you guys are worried because this is not the typical form of living. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say like you guys are a singer or an artist or a painter, but you guys' method of painting isn't like the cliche with the paintbrush or that. You guys are into doing like live art pieces, like with your own body, right? Like you guys do like acting out art pieces, like kind of like man, I don't know that person's name. I know she's pretty crazy. Like a lot of people associate her with doing dark magic and being of the using magic for negative things. I think her name is Marina Ambrakovich. However, she is an artist and she does use esoteric modalities, but one of her earlier forms, I'm not trying to amplify her, but I'm just using her as an example. Please bear with me. One of her earlier forms of art, she did a piece in which she put a table in a gallery and she put different things there, right? On one side it was objects that created pleasure, and on the other side it was discomfort. She had anything from a feather, from a whip, from a knife, from a gun, from all these things, like a fruit, stuff like that, right? And she stood there by herself, standing there, and there was a sign, grab a tool and use it on me. Okay, and so people would grab a feather and put it on her body. A person grabbed scissors and cut off her shirt. Another person used a knife and like pierced her skin. It was wild. It was intense. But in her time, that was very revolutionary because it was a form of art and also explaining the process of how humans do things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have the options and how they make their choices based off of the tools presented before them, right? And also shows how people tend to gravitate to one side over the other. Like some people were like trying to give her pleasurable moments by tickling her with a feather or giving her nice sweet fruit, whereas another person was like, I'm gonna go ahead and stab her, let's see how that feels. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are some wild people out there. But anyways, I'm digressing with this. I'm really digressing. But you guys, put yourself in those situations and allow yourself to follow your heart's desire. Allow yourself to connect with your authentic self wholeheartedly and unapologetically. Pile number 2, I feel like you guys, how we saw at the back of the deck of the Dreamscape oracle, you guys are meant to shine. There's something about you that if you only surrender to your authentic self, you guys will be successful. And this card confirmed it. I don't know what other confirmation y'all need. Excuse me, I'm it's a burping. Let's see here, pile number 2. I'm going to pull from the Moonology Manifestations Oracle. Let's see, since there was a new moon this past Sunday, the 20th, or the 19th? The 19th of February, there was a new moon in Pisces. So let's see, Spirit, what is a new moon in Pisces manifesting for those that selected pile number 2? Okay, your card went over there. Yes. Oh my God. Look at know your worth. New moon in Taurus. Pile number 2. Leave those situations that only hinder you, that keep you stuck in that like scarcity mindset, that hinder your growth, that make you feel less than. Know your worth, baby. Come on, cosmic babe. You were meant to shine. You were meant to shine. And you guys, like, I feel like you guys know that. Don't let your pride, or don't let your ego, don't let your insecurities or those haters get the best of you and dim your light. At the back of the deck, release your blocks. You guys, I'm done. I am done. I fucking love it when oh my God. Oh my God, I fucking love this. This is why I do it. I fucking love it. Release your blocks and know your worth. Pile number 2. If it's you that's holding yourself back, I'm gonna say what Britney Spears says, her song. You want a Maserati? You want a nice body? You want all that, hottie? You better work, bitch. Like, get to work. Come on, you guys have so much potential. There's nothing sadder than a person who has so much talent and so much potential, but they just don't go after it. Let's read from the guidebook before we leave. I'm vibing, we vibing. I hope you're vibing with me too. But I can relate. Sometimes I let my insecurities get the best of me, or I let the haters get the best of me, because I'm like, maybe they know something I don't know. No, bitch, they don't know shit. I'll tell you, word to the wise, they don't know shit. All they know is that they see something in you that they envy, so they're gonna bring you down before you realize how good you got it. And that's the motherfucking truth. All right, let's see here. Let's read from the card here. I got it. All right, pile number 2, the creator, the artist, the alchemist, the innovator. The creator, the first archetype in the trio of existence, is not intimidated by darkness or by lack. They know that from the void, creation inevitably emerges. With meager, minimal, and outlandish materials, the creator reveals a new image. They make the empty room resonate with healing sounds. They generate bounty from the seed that others tossed away. Though generative, this archetype annihilates preconceived notions of what is possible, leaving unexpected openings in the wake of this destruction. The creator does this by first being absolutely present to what is, not imagining or wishing things were different, and second, trusting that a force greater than themselves awaits constant collaboration with each human soul, whether we call it nature, God, goddess, Shakti, or divinity. It remains nameless. It is the creator's lifelong companion. When in light attribute, curious, playful, open, surprising. When in the dark attribute, loses spark, feels burdened. dark attribute. You guys are shifting that. And here's another little message. It says, the creator is naturally attractive and coveted as its energy zings with possibility. You can feel when a creator type enters a room, all eyes on them. Oh my god, oh my god, I fucking love this synchronicity. You guys, I had said earlier, I remember that you guys are like an empath. You guys are a light. Didn't I say that? Or did I say that for pile number 1? But what I'm trying to say is that you guys have this way about you that literally is meant to shine. It is meant to shine. I don't know if I said it for you guys. Now I'm like fucking second guessing myself. But anyways, either way, it confirms y'all are meant to shine, because the back of this deck here said that you guys confirming are a light. Y'all need to ponte las pilas, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. Ponte las pilas is a sign for like, hey, open your eyes, like, let's get to doing things. Stop waiting around. Make it happen, Captain. That's what it means. Okay, pile number 2. This is all I'm saying for you guys. I hope this resonated. I hope you guys allow yourself to connect with your authentic self, bring about this change, surrender to your authentic self wholeheartedly and unapologetically, so that you guys can be successful. Multiple cards here confirm that you guys are going to be successful when you step into your authentic self. Pile number 2. So please, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and comment below if it did or didn't resonate. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next week, okay? Bye. Hey, Cosmic Babes. So if you selected the raw aquamarine crystal, I'm so sorry, I had a brain fart. My brain was buffering there. The raw amethyst, man, it's buffering again. If you selected this raw aquamarine crystal, this is your reading, and the signifier card for the archetype of your authentic self, excuse me, which was the animal card, the 19th card, the animal. We'll read that at the end of the book. At the end of the reading, we'll read out of the guidebook to see what the message is for that archetype card. So how are you guys, pile number 3? I hope you guys had a good week so far. I hope you guys had a wonderful time and you guys have been enjoying yourselves. Let's get into your reading. Okay. How can pile number 3 better understand their authentic self, Spirit? Knight of Swords. Okay. Second question, what part of their identity is pile number 3 shedding and shifting right now, Spirit? One card, please. What part of their identity is pile number 3 shedding and shifting right now, Spirit? Nine of Cups. Okay, I didn't even finish. I'm gonna leave this towards the end, but what is a practice that can help pile number 3 feel connected to their truest sense of self, Spirit? What is a practice that can help? Here we go. I saw it. Where'd it go? Queen of Wands. Interesting. And a piece of advice from pile number 3's spirit guides. A piece of advice from pile number 3's spirit guides, please. Okay, one second, because 2 popped out. We got the King of Cups and the Empress in reverse, but I want 1 card. If those are meant to come out, they will come out. I'll leave this for the end again. So there was a message with that one, but 1 card, please, Spirit. A piece of advice from pile number 3's spirit guides. Okay, these 2 fell in reverse, down. Okay, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. I hope you guys can see that. The 7 of Pentacles. So, and mind you, pile number 3, you guys are the only ones that got a fly out card in between the readings. So yay you guys are special. I mean, the other piles are special too, but still, that was something that didn't happen in the other piles. I'm just pointing that out. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna get a sip of water and check something. All right, you guys. All right, so pile number 3. A way in which you guys can better understand yourself is in moments of when you guys have to be when you guys are seeing things through, right? Like when you guys are trying to accomplish things in your ambition, when you guys are being ambitious, when you guys are following through, when you guys are getting things done, essentially. I mean, we do have the 7 of Pentacles here, and it's talking about like doing the work in between. It's the middle phase of in between already accomplishing the work and planning the work. You guys are actually doing the work, right? And you guys have here the 9 of Cups, feeling proud, dreams fulfilled, wish fulfilled, feeling pride in that. And the Queen of Wands, confidence. Like you guys are in connection with your authentic self when you guys are going after the things that you desire, when you guys are out there bringing your manifestations into fruition. Pile number 3, and that's a way in which you get to understand yourself. You get a peek of who you are, right? Is when you guys are doing the work, putting in the work, right? I wanted to say something else, but I had a brain fart because I looked down at this card. I've been getting a lot of that in this reading. I'm sorry. My mind, so Mercury is my chart ruler, and it's the planet of communication, right? And knowledge. And my Mercury is in Aries, so I be talking a lot, and my main thing is that I need to learn to slow down, but I feel like if I slow down I lose it, and that I think it's because I'm self-prophesizing. So when I slow down I do lose it, because I say that if I slow down I'm gonna lose it, and I do, like, you know. So anyways, I'm digressing. Pile number 3. Moving forward, with what part of their identity is pile number 3 shedding and shifting right now? The part that you guys are shedding and shifting is the part, I don't want to take this as a negative, right? But it's the part where it's you guys are well aware of what you guys have accomplished, but let's not feel too like, I don't get that you guys are arrogant. There you go, that's the word. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not feeling that you guys are arrogant, because with this card here, which is what is a practice that could pile number 3, you guys feel connected to your truest sense of self, is having more confidence, doing things that bring about this confidence. I'm feeling you guys are a little too humble, right? You guys are too humble to acknowledge, like, damn, I did that, I accomplished that, I am successful, I am talented, I am creative. Y'all need some affirmations. Feel that confidence with you guys. Like, practice mirror affirmations of how you got it like that, because you do got it like that. You guys do got it like that. That's what I'm sensing. You guys have had those moments of pride, like, damn, I did that, I fucking did that, I thought I wasn't gonna do it, but I fucking did it. I accomplished my dream, I accomplished my goals, or I manifested this, I did that. And what I'm sensing here is you guys need more of that. You guys need to allow yourselves to enjoy and to feel that pride of your accomplishments, whether that be an emotional accomplishment, like let's say if you were trying to learn how to be more responsive rather than reactive, or being more emotionally stable in the sense, not letting your emotions control you, whether it be a goal that was a financial one or a career one, or shifting your mindset from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset. Plug in whatever fits for you, pile number 3. But all I'm saying is that when you put in that work and you manifest your goals and bring them into fruition, you feel most proud. You feel like you're connected to your authentic self because you're proving to yourself, I can do it. And you feel confident. That is so beautiful. That is so, so beautiful. I love that for you guys, pile number 3. So moving on to this card here, number 3. What is a practice that could help pile number 3 feel connected to their truest self? Is, like I said earlier, putting yourself in those situations in which they help boost up your confidence. So if it's like, let's say you want to be a model. For whatever reason, I got model here. Let's say you want to be a model, but you've never done it before, but you're like, dang, I would love to model. Like, I think it's so pretty, like taking photos and like being on a magazine or walking a catwalk. Girls, start practicing. Put some good music and start practicing in your house. Take pictures of yourself. Go when during the golden hour, get a little tripod. They don't cost a lot. Go to Five and Below, get a tripod and do a little photo shoot. Buy some little backdrops, like some cute fabrics they sell scrap fabrics, or go to a thrift store, buy something like for a backdrop. Get some clothes that you can repurpose and start taking those pictures. Feel confident in front of the camera. Do things that boost your confidence, pile number 3. Do things like that, and do things that make you feel beautiful and confident. And regardless if you're a male or female, do things that boost your confidence. Like, let's say if you're a guy and getting a fresh haircut and like trimming your beard and treating yourself to like a facial and all that stuff. Do things like that, people, that boost your confidence, that make you feel better about yourself and feel confident, like, I'm gonna go after this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel a little insecure with your body, so do things that make you feel more secure. Like, whether that being clothes that actually fit and suit and show off your body rather than hide your body, make you look different, or make you feel uncomfortable or not attractive. Do little things that will help bring this confidence to you, pile number 3. Okay, with the 7 of Pentacles here, a piece of advice, your spirit guides are telling you, like, you need to work on that. Work on the connection with your authentic self. Work on the alignment of you and your authentic self. Do those things that bring this alignment for you. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, pile number 3. Don't judge yourself, especially if this is something that if you haven't allowed yourself to be more in tune with yourself, or you've humbled yourself too much to the point that you don't even acknowledge your worth and what you bring to the table and what you contribute. Do not judge yourself. Do not be hard on yourself. Be gentle, but put in the work. You know what I'm saying? With the determination and also the surrender is that flow state in the between. Embrace that in between state. Be gentle to yourself as you tread this new water and this new alignment, I want to say. And with the Ace of Cups here, 1 second, that's my refrigerator making ice. With the Ace of Cups card, I just want to say, with you doing that, allow yourself those opportunities in which they bring about these emotions, these positive emotions, these reaffirming emotions of that you're on the right path, right? Whenever you feel good about what you're doing, for the good of all and harm to none, please, dear, you know you're on the right track. If it feels natural to you, if it feels effortless, if it feels authentic, you know you're on the right path. Pile number 3. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. That's what I'm getting here with this card, and I'm going to keep it right here. That's what I'm getting with the Ace of Cups card here, pile number 3. No need to doubt yourself. When you feel good, when you feel confident, when it doesn't feel forced, know that you're on the right path. Let's see at the back of the deck. At the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords, for sure. It's confirming with the Queen of Wands here. Have that confidence, especially when you speak and advocate for yourself, and when you communicate your needs, your wants, and your authenticity. Speak with confidence. Pile number 3. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Okay? You guys have so much potential. Let's put this here, and I'm going to put this one underneath like that. Let's pull some cards. Some oracle cards. I'm gonna pull the lessons for you from connecting with your authentic self. Pile number 3. So let's see, Spirit, what is the lessons for pile number 3 from connecting with your authentic self? Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Yeah. Indecision. I'm hearing the word impulsive. And with the Knight of Wands too, sometimes the Knight of Wands gives me impulsive energy because they're just like, charge! Like, they really don't think it through. They just see, like, sometimes they just see red. Like, you know what I'm saying? And no lo digo en una manera mala. I'm not trying to say it in a bad way. What I mean to say is, like, you want it, you go after it. And sometimes some of you don't think it through without, like, the consequences. You guys just go for it. And for sometimes that's really good and it's necessary, but for sometimes y'all need to rewind, step back, and think that through and plan it through, right? So indecision here. Use your intuition. Allow yourself to connect with that so that you can practice better discernment before you make a choice. At the back of the deck, we have envy. I am the same as everyone, but with different challenges. Let me pull one more card from you guys. For the first deck, I just pulled from the back, but let's see, Spirit. A lesson from pile number 3, connecting with your authentic self. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And also, you guys got a third card. Again, pile number 3, y'all is just so special. Look, you guys got a third card. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Exactly. Exactly. Tune in with your intuition, for sure, especially with this indecision card here saying I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Connect with your intuition. Allow it to guide you, and trust it. Stop doubting it. Stop doubting yourself. And I think because I heard impulsive, because I heard that word impulsive, I think a few of you doubt yourself because of that. And I think that's why you don't feel as proud of all the things that you have accomplished in the past, because of you guys are remembering only the impulsive and negative and the failures. Like, you guys are only remembering the bad. Like, don't do that. Y'all are actually way more smarter, capable, have so much more potential than you guys know. Let's see, we're going to pull from the Dreamscapes Oracle to see a sign that your authentic self is going to give you in your dreams. Spirit, one card, please. This one wanted to come out. We have Palomino. I pronounce things with Spanish. At the back of the deck, we have the Seer. Oh, I love this card. So dope. Let's see what the message is from the guidebook. Second. Okay. 71. Okay. Palomino. Horses are among the longest surviving companions to humanity throughout the ages. They are reliable, loyal, and hardworking creatures, often associated with power, speed, and strength. A palomino refers to a breed of golden horses found in the American West. The majestic white mane and vibrant chestnut coats of the palomino make them stand out from other horses. They are well known for their unbridled wildness and strength of will. When Palomino comes into your world, it's time to pay attention to your needs, step up to do the work, and get those projects done. Okay, confirmation. You guys, I cannot believe this. I love the synchronicities. Okay, conversely, allow yourself to step out of the stables on occasion. The Palomino also reminds us to run wild and be free to soak up the warm summer sun while we can. An additional message: allow yourself to roam free on occasion. It's time to put in the hard work and meet your goals. You guys, confirmation, definite. Where am I gonna put this card? 1 second. Okay, I'm just gonna put it here. Definite confirmation, pile number 3. Definite confirmation of everything that I've been saying to you guys here. You guys have so much potential. You guys, I see so much potential within you. All you need to do is stop doubting yourself. You must trust and believe in yourself. Let's see a message. Let's get a message. Excuse me. Let's get a message from your intuition in regards to this connection with your authentic self. Hold on now, baby. That's too many. 1 second, that was too many. One card. Okay. We got here 49, the summoner. Affirmation: I ask for what I want because I deserve to get it. Yes, you do. Okay, so let's see. At the back, we have the actor. Affirmation: I know how to act properly and wisely in a situation. 49 again. Let me see. Let me read that out of the book for you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Here we go, pile number 3. The heart of the matter. Most people know that even if you do your affirmations faithfully, you cannot get what you want unless... I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because I had said affirmations. You cannot get what you want unless and until you know what you want. A lesser known fact is that there are times when you cannot get what you want unless you ask for it. All too often, the people who are nice and helpful to others have a problem asking other people for help. This is it at its core, a subtle kind of egotism, as if to say that they are not inferior, needy, or down and out supplicants, like those people that call themselves are usually only too glad to help if they can. For these wonderful people, having the strength to overcome their natural reluctance to ask for help is an important achievement, whether they get the help they seek or not. You are entitled to get help from the universe and its inhabitants without asking for it, but you increase your chances by stating clearly exactly what you want. Exactly, especially with the Queen of Swords to confirm that. Communicate clearly and assertively what you want and what you desire for the good of all and harm to none, to people, especially if it means bringing about this alignment with your authentic self. Pile number 3, for sure. And just thinking about it and dreaming about it isn't enough. You need to speak it into existence. You need to create it into existence with this 7 of Pentacles popping up here. Y'all have so much potential. Y'all just need to get to work. And saying those words reminds me of pile number 2. I wonder if you guys were attracted or called to pile number 2 as well. Let me know in the comments below. Man, I love synchronicities. They sure do make me giggle. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling from the Moonology Manifestations Oracle, since this past Sunday, February 19th, excuse me, was a new moon in Pisces. So I want to see what you guys, pile number 3, are manifesting during this new moon in Pisces. Let's see what the new moon in Pisces is manifesting for pile number 3. I saw one card turn over. Trust, all will be well, done, finished. We 2 trust cards right there, confirmation. One more card, Spirit. Spirit, what will pile number 3, what's pile number 3 manifesting during this new moon in Pisces? Unleash your kindest self. Yeah. Unleash your kindest, authentic self. At the back of the deck. Oh my God. Trust, I'm keeping that one too. Pile number 3, y'all is special. You guys have been getting like 3, 3, 3. And you guys are pile number 3. Oh my God. I'm going to put right here a picture of what the meaning of the 333 is in numerology and the angel numbers. So y'all, we have 3 cards here, 3 cards there. Okay, and you guys are pile number 3. Come on. What more confirmation do you guys need? Pile number 3. But you guys, again, reconfirming everything that I had said here. Trust all will be well when you guys are in alignment with your higher self. Let go of how we said the dogma and the conditioning that you hold over yourself. Just remember to not be super impulsive. That creates those mistakes in which you start to doubt yourself again. Be methodical, right? But also allow yourself to feel pride in all the good that you have done and all the things that you have accomplished in the past, and allow yourself those moments or experiences that create and cultivate confidence, that cultivate self-love, and that also how do I say it again? Those moments when you feel most connected to your authentic self, which is you going you going after your desires, you being ambitious, are those moments that when you feel your most authentic self, when you're putting in that work. Okay, so allow yourself to do that. No more self-sabotaging, no more doubting, no more pity or scarcity mindset. Pile number 3. Let's read from the guidebook, the animal. Let's see what the guidance is for the animal. 1 second. Is it 19? Here we go. The animal, the beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature, yet through this archetype we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from the waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs, and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails, starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. When in light attribute, vital, elemental, alive, dances. When in dark attribute, savagery, pent-up emotion, lashing out. Yes, and with the Ace of Wands too, emotional, one of the key terms for the Ace of Wands is the emotional maturity, right? So, and lashing out, impulsiveness, we've got that. That's the dark attribute of your authentic self. Okay, so that's why I heard that word. Let's see here, another message. It says the animal demands that we get comfortable in our own skin. The minute you accept, express, and celebrate the physical body, you tap into the animal energy. Pile number 3, this is all I'm seeing for you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this message as much as I enjoyed making this video for you guys. Please give this video a big thumbs up and comment if it resonated with you or not below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and tune in next week as I'll have a new either pick a pile or meditation video. Who knows? Let's see how I'm feeling. All right, bye, Cosmic Babe.